Hey there everyone, welcome back to Dapper Dan Games. It's Dapper Dan here, and welcome to the second week of Dapper Dan Games. Yeah, woo, yeah! Oh man! Yay! Yeah. Anyway, so this week, as you probably heard from my resource video, unless you don't watch it, which, whatever. Today is, or at least this week, is actually Magic the Gathering week, where I'm going to talk about one of my favorite card games of all time. It's the one I've probably collected the most of, the one I've played most extensively. So, let's get right to it. Now, what I have for you here today is a Return to Ravnica Fat Pack and some Dragon Vaults sets. Now I know, hey Daniel, what's up? These aren't Magic the Gathering. Well, yeah, you caught me. They're not. But the thing is, I'm not wanting to just cover only Magic the Gathering this week, because people might have come and tuned on to my channel and want to subscribe because, like, hey, they saw last week's Pokemon, like, oh, you do Pokemon, so they want to watch Pokemon. I don't want them to feel left out, like, oh, you forgot about us Pokemon lovers. No, I still love the Pokemon trading card game, and I still want to cover it. So, in a later episode, I'm going to be covering these two Dragon Ball openings. So, tune in for that if you want to see that. But this episode, I really want to cover on this Return to Ravnica Fat Pack. I'm going to take this time, actually, to kind of explain a little bit about my experience with Magic, so that you kind of know where I'm coming from. And I'm going to do that. While I do that, I'm going to open up this pack so we can take a look here. So, let's see. Probably should have grabbed some sort of cutting utensil. So I'm just going to use my non-existent nails to get this open. So, I've been playing Magic since probably I was 7 or 8. My cousin one time was babysitting us, and like me and my brothers, that's what I mean by us, and it's none wanting to open. He brought over his Magic cards, and he taught me how to play. It was probably the first trading card game I ever played, and I absolutely loved it. Even at age 7 or 8 or whatever I was, and I didn't really even know what I was doing, I still loved the game. Since then, I've been collecting cards on and off. I collected a lot in middle school, and then from there I kind of stopped because I didn't really have anyone to play with. But when I got back into college, I started collecting a lot as well, and started played semi-competitively, not super competitively, but I did absolutely love the game. And really, the first set I got back into, when I got back into Magic in middle school, because I played in 7th grade, didn't really play until like 8th grade, not 7th grade, when I was 7 years old. Then I didn't really play until I was 8th grade. And then I got back into Magic in Ravnica. So Ravnica is kind of a set that's dear to my heart. And Return to Ravnica just came out recently, and I haven't really actually bought any packs from it. So I thought it'd be cool to kind of talk to you about Magic and what it's all about while I open a fat pack for Return to Ravnica. Now, to kind of tell you what it has, it comes with this little sleeve. It looks like there's even some art inside. No, you can't see it, but it's kind of neat. I do like the art. It has two of my favorite characters, Niv Mizzet. That's the dragon right there, and Jace, who's a planeswalker. We'll get into that later in this week. Kind of explain some of the things you need to know about the lore of Magic. Now, in this comes with a player's guide, a little box for cards, and in here we got some deck boxes. So if you want to make your own decks. And 9 packs of Return to Ravnica, as well as a, what is it called? Countdown count, this is a life counter in the game. You can use it to keep track of your life total. That'll make more sense if you're not familiar with the game Magic. That'll make more sense once you turn into my how to play Magic the Gathering, which I'll post tomorrow. And then this also has a lot of lands to get started, so it's pretty nice. Now, the thing about Magic is pretty much the grandfather, the ancestor. It's what started this whole trading card game. This whole idea of having a trading card game. So, let's say you play Yu-Gi-Oh, or you play Chaotic, or you play Pokemon, or anything like that. You really owe the fact that even exists and was thought of as a possible, thing to do to Magic. So, I mean, it has a lot of, people's gratitude goes to Magic because of this little fact. Even if you don't play it, you have to respect what it did for the world of gaming. So we got some booster packs right here. And some more booster packs. Oop. So it's pretty cool. What else did I say? Magic is kind of, because of it was the first one, what's interesting about Magic to me is that the setting that it's based on isn't based on any prior franchise. Like you have Pokemon Trading Card Game, which is based on the world of Pokemon. You have World of Warcraft Trading Card Game, which is based on World of Warcraft. You have all these games that are based on franchises that are pre-existing. And the thing about Magic is Magic's world was crafted for this game. So I personally find that very fascinating, very interesting. I'm actually going to, now that I have all these packs out and you kind of see everything that comes in here, in a second I'm going to zoom into these packs so you kind of see what I'm doing here. Another thing I want to say is that this is actually a really good way to start out if you're just wanting to start Magic, because it comes with lands, what you need. It comes with, where's that dice? The dice right here, the countdown counter. Comes with a lot of booster packs. Another great way to start is an intro pack. I didn't really buy that since I'm not really starting. And if you want to start with a friend, which is really the best way to do it, a dual deck. Look for, I think, Is It versus Golgari is the most recent one. Look for a dual deck, and that gives both players a deck to play with, so that you can both play and, feel well equipped, and both learn at the same time, which is the most fun to do. Alright, so I'm going to stop for a minute and zoom in here, and I'll just see you all in a second. Alright, so here we have our 9 packs. So they look really nice. I love the blue, honestly. And here's Niv Mizzet. Just has some of the card art on here. One of the things I really like about Magic is the card art. Because, and the different characters in it. Because they don't have any, don't have to, be true to any, franchise. They can really do whatever they want with the cards and what these characters are. So that is really nice. Let's get on to opening them. And also, if you see anything in here that catches your eye and it's like, ooh, I want that, send me a message or leave a comment, and we can work something out. I'm not very stingy with what cards I have and don't have. I just kind of like having cards. I'm kind of a weirdo that way, but, So, let's go through these a little bit. I don't know what these all do off the top of my head, but I kind of have an idea what is good and what isn't. So, we have Swift Justice, Horncaller's Chant. I'll just put these over here. Transguild Promenade, Vassal Soul, Downsize, Concordia Pegasus, Cremate, Batterhorn, Inaction Injunction, Aquasteed, Rakdos Charm, Thrill Kill Assassin. Oh my gosh, that's really awesome. Okay, so the first pack I opened for Return to Ravnica is the Planeswalker Jace, Architect of Thought. Now, Jace is one of my favorite Planeswalkers. Again, I know some of you, this might not make a whole lot of sense what our planeswalkers and anything. Check out, if it's not up yet, it'll be in a couple days. Check out my explanation of some of the rules of Magic, like different card types or the lore. Though both those kind of explain what it's all about, and you'll see what's the big deal about it. But this is actually a mythic rare. You can tell because it's red in the corner. And I should actually explain that real quick. There's the different ways you can tell the rarities. Is there in the corner, the set symbol right here. It will be a different color. Black is common. Silver like that is uncommon. Gold is rare, which we don't have one in this pack because we have a red, which is mythic rare. So that's really cool. We also come with a little advertisement card, a land, and a foil common bond. That's pretty cool. So, unlike in other games, you're not guaranteed to get a foil in every pack, like reverse or whatever. So it's kind of cool that we got a little foil there. So let's get right back into it, okay?